Hey YouTube world, this is Aleu here back again, and I am here with my sister. Her name is Misa, and you probably know her around the nerd cosplay community because she's the best cosplayer in the world.
Oh, not really. You're funny. Thank you though. Wow.
Today, she's going to be helping me, and we are going to talk about some important issues up in the world. And basically, we're going to start off talking about the topic of the friend zone and its three major components. Component 1 is the friend zone. Component 2 is can guys and girls be friends? And component 3 is the nice guys finish last.
Oh.
Y'all know I don't be bullshitting around the corner. I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. Like, people like to pussyfoot around the issue, but I'm just going to tell you how it is. I am going to start off by saying, though, whoever is watching this video, guy, girl, boy, woman, whatever, I guarantee you that I have been friend-zoned more than you. I guarantee. Yeah, seriously, I have. I really have. But anyway, so I don't know why guys think of it as such a bad thing. They're always like, oh my god, I got friend-zoned, and oh my god, like, girls don't like me. But it's not always, like, a bad thing. It just means that someone really, really, really loves you and, like, appreciates your time and your, like, friendship, but they don't want your penis inside them. What friend-zone basically means is that someone wants to be your friend, but they are just not physically attracted to you. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's just what it is. Like, if you're going after a girl and you're her perfect mate and you have everything in common and you just have all the same likes and dislikes and blah, blah, blah.
She must be pretty shallow.
Ah! That's true. That is kind of shallow, but...
Very shallow. Like, a little lot of it.
A little lot of it. Yeah. It's true, but I mean, if you like have all the components and you know you're a good person and you like, you know, can build them up to eventually become attracted to you, because that's usually what happens to me. Usually when I meet a guy, I'm like not attracted to them at first, but then like I get to know them and then I'm like, oh, they're cute. Because if you see my ex's girl, they ain't no supermodels. They are just like nerdy ass niggas. So, you know, except for Christian, he's a supermodel.
Hey.
So essentially that's what it is. Like, I mean, girls like to pussyfoot around the situation because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but essentially they're not attracted to you, but they do value you as a friend and they value your friendship. So, and that brings me to my next point, which is, can guys and girls be friends? No! I guess I should be more specific. I'm going to go into this a little bit deeper. Can guys and girls be friends? Attractive guys and girls cannot be friends. I'm sorry. That is just the way that it is. Or if one person, you know what I mean? If like one person is like attracted to the other person,
that's
it's
sad.
not going to work.
Yeah, that's sad.
You know what I mean?
Because maybe you might be fine with being friends for a while, but then you'll always be hoping for more. And,
girl, I know that's right.
If the other person doesn't see you that way, it's never going to work, and that's just depressing.
It's true. I know girls out there, you know, have these little inklings, and they're like, oh, my boyfriend's like hanging out with girls. Oh my god. Let me tell you. We are animals, we are mammals, we are creatures, and we have these urges. You might not be actively trying to like get with someone, but in your head you have banged them like 39 times. Okay, if a guy and a girl who are both attractive if they're like attracted to each other, I guarantee you they have banged, they've thought about banging, or they're gonna bang in the near future. That is just the way it goes, and it's like super sad, and it will make the whole world like shuddery. But, I mean, it's, like, true, and you have, you know, like you were just saying, you always gonna, like, wish for more. That's why it's really hard for two, like, people who are attracted to each other or just physically attractive in general. It's hard for them to be friends. As the Bible says, once you have fantasized about a woman, you have already committed adultery with her in your mind.
Girl, let's been cheated on, up, down, straight, left, right.
If you're in a situation where you are around people who are attractive, you know that in your mind or even in your subconscious or even in your natural genitalia, you have, you know, you have like, you know, fantasized about them for maybe that split second. You're like, ooh, he fine though. Girl, he fine.
Yeah, I mean, you got eyes. But
I know, shoot, I got eyeballs.
You can look but don't touch.
I know, exactly. Look but don't touch. That's all it basically means. The only surefire way out of this is if both people are 110% just not attracted to each other, which I would say rarely happens between men and women. There's always, because I have guy friends who I like love to death and I love hanging out with them, but I would not let them put their penis in me. That's just how it goes. I'm not attracted to them. Or if they're attracted to me, then that's that end of the spectrum, but I'm not like reciprocating that. So that's that. Oh, unluckily for me, most of my guy friends are like super hot. So in my mind, obviously, like I have eyeballs, I'm going to acknowledge that they are attractive. I think the main problem that people have is they try to like pretend that they don't find someone attractive. I think once you like acknowledge it, you can get past it. Like don't pretend, don't be like, oh yeah man, oh shoot man, that girl ain't shit man, I ain't even looking at her like that though, I ain't even looking at her like that. No.
Who's he acting like that with? Like with his woman or just...
I guess, or like, well I guess, oh yeah, around girls or like,
because you know she'd be like, I see you looking at her, can't you definitely looking at that hoe.
Shit, like, I ain't even looking at her though.
I ain't looking at her though.
I was just looking at them pants, them jeans she was wearing though. I wasn't even like doing nothing though. But you know, so I mean, you don't have to go around being like, oh, I find her attractive, but you know, you just have to admit it to yourself and acknowledge to yourself that you find that person attractive, and then from there you can work on that and be like, okay, yes, I find this person attractive, but am I going to go into Bang Bang Land or Pound Town, Workaholics reference?
Wow.
Am I going to go to Pound Town with this girl? No, because I have self-control over my penis, which none of you do. So the third topic that I'm going to touch on is nice guys finish last. Ah, I'm so nice to that girl. Like, that girl totally, like, dumped me because she wanted to be with an asshole.
And that's so retarded because recently I hear one of my friends who's like super sweet and cute and nice and funny and blah, 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 all of the above, got dumped for being too nice. I mean, are you kidding me? What do you want? A douchebag?
So yes, you know, the nice guys finish last thing, sometimes it is valid, but that's only with really, really, really stupid girls. Like she was just describing girls who dumped someone for being too nice. She probably has daddy issues. That's another topic. But usually when guys say, oh, nice guys finish last, it goes back to the friend zone thing. If you are treating a girl as like a friend, or like, you know, if she's seeing you as a friend, then you're not finishing last because you're nice, you're finishing last because she's not attracted to you. And I think that's just something that goes with that whole territory, you know. Guys need to stop confusing being a nice guy with being a pushover, because women hate that shit. It's like nothing more unattractive than a guy who just lets everybody walk all over him and he's just like, I want a guy who, if we're out in public and someone, you know, starts some beef, someone tries to steal my purse, some guy's like, oh, yo, give me your purse, girl. I want a man who's gonna be like, look, bro, you're not about to steal my woman's purse. I'm gonna pulverize you. Like, you know, it's not, it's not necessarily a thing about being a manly man or being a tough guy or whatever. It's just women want to feel protected. They want to feel like they're, you know, loved and protected and that they're out of danger. And that goes back to what I was saying about being animals. You know, even in the wild, you know, the female lion is going to go for like the biggest male, and he's going to be the one that is going to, you know, look over the pack or the pride, whatever the fuck, and etc., etc. Peacocks, you know, that's the main one. The female peacocks are looking for the man with the female peacocks are looking for the males with the biggest plumage, and that just shows, you know, more fertility and more protection. That's just how the world works. And it's not even always a physical thing. Like, I know people are like, oh, I'm a nice guy, they just want those beefcakes, they're like working out at the beach with their muscles and their six-packs. Well, yes, we do enjoy those quite a bit, but but do they have the personality to match? You know, if you have a great personality...
Oh, yeah, we know somebody who...
Wait, which one?
You know that's actually what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's
sure
all
do.
I had to do. You know.
You know. You can be like the hottest guy in the world, but if you do not have a good personality, you're worth nothing. You're not going to get anywhere in life. Just be confident. Don't be like, oh, girls don't like me because I like anime or something. I don't know. I totally like moved my boobs when I did it. So in conclusion, what have we learned today? 1, the friend zone is not always a bad thing, but if you're in it, it probably means that they think you're ugly. 2, guys and girls cannot be friends because we are biologically enabled to rub our genitalia together. So, yeah. 3, nice guys don't finish last. Pussy pansy guys finish last. And you can be the nerdiest, skinniest, derpiest guy in the world, but if you have a sense of humor and you're like funny and crazy and outgoing, you will get women. So yeah, those are our examples. And yeah, so have a great day and Gengar! I am going to be talking about the topic of, oh shit, I'm fucked up already. Relationship. You do. I don't be bullshitting around the corner.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you laugh like in every comment.
It's so funny. Okay, I'm dying. Okay.
Don't die, oh my god.
So, y'all know. Okay.
Big meal time.
Can guys and girls be friends? No.
No.
No. And this is why. Yeah, girl, so that's what the Bible says. Unluckily for me,
Flail.
flail. Squirtle used flail.
It's like the most ineffective attack ever.
It was ineffective.
Ponyta.
Ponyta. Corp.
Oh my gosh.
Gengar.
Oh, Gengar. Wow.
Am I going to go to Pound Town with this girl? No, because I have self-control over my penis, which none of you do.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
So,
Yeah, it's probably true.
oh, my hair is on point. I'm like going on.
You're not serious.
If I were to be out in public and like some nigga comes up to me and is just like, here, give me your purse. I want a guy who's gonna be like, nigga, what you doing? No, I was kidding. I don't want to like do that over our conversation.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. I mean, some girls don't go for the beefcakes, they go for the skinny, geeky.
Like you? Why can't he be a beefcake and a nerd?
That's very rare, but again, the one we know is
no, he doesn't count.
not up to par personality-wise, so that doesn't, yeah.
He don't even count, nigga. He has the personality of like a wet rag.
Or a dry piece of toast.
A dry piece of toast. That's a good example. You're so mean. Another one, Michael Cera. Girls like him. He's like derpy as fuck. And
the
like,
epitome of nerd.
Of derp, yeah.
Derp.
Epitome of derp. You think he would be getting pussy right now? Derp. Dude, check this out. Fucking Workaholic Season 2. Fuck all y'all niggas.
Oh, wow.
Y'all don't know about this. This has nothing to do with the video, but I fucking love Workaholics.
Ah! That's
Anyway.
good. Remind me not to touch that. It's gross.